Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about types of lines. First we are discussing about what are intersecting lines. Two or more lines that meet or cross each other in a plane are called intersecting lines. You can see in the figure lines L and M are intersecting at point P, and this point is called the point of intersection. Now two lines always intersect at one and only one point. When two lines cross, an angle is always formed. You can see in the figure, when two lines cross, what forms? An angle is always formed. Now some of the examples we are going to discuss. For example, lines A and B are intersecting lines in road traffic sign. For example, I have highlighted lines A and line B. You see this road traffic sign everywhere. Now here you can see two intersecting lines. One more example, lines S and T are intersecting lines in trees crossing each other in nature. You can see in nature we see some of the trees, they intersect. Okay, and here I have highlighted lines S and T. So these are some of the examples which we see in our everyday life. Now we are going to discuss about parallel lines. Two lines in the same plane that never intersect are called parallel lines. Now see the given figure. Lines R and S are parallel lines. We use the symbol two straight lines, as I have highlighted, two straight lines in the inverted commas is written to denote parallel lines. Line R is parallel to line S. Two lines are there, R and S, and we use the symbol two straight lines to denote parallel lines. And symbolically it is written as R parallel S. Now see some of the examples. Lines N and M are parallel, shown in gymnastic bars. You can see in gymnastics you can see the two rods. If you consider it as two lines, they are parallel. Now lines P and Q are parallel as shown in the railway track. You might all have seen railway track. You might have traveled and you have seen railway track. Those lines, that if we consider it as straight lines, we find that line P and Q are parallel. Parallel lines are always at the same distance apart, and parallel lines lying on the same plane never intersect. Parallel lines never intersect and they are always at the same distance apart. Next we are going to discuss about what are perpendicular lines. Now let us discuss perpendicular lines. Two lines which intersect each other making a right angle at the point of intersection, they are called as perpendicular lines. The symbol, a vertical line and a horizontal line, as I have highlighted, it is used for perpendicular and is read as is perpendicular to. Now see the given figure. In the given figure, lines F and G are perpendicular to each other. Okay, and we write it as F perpendicular to G or G perpendicular to F. Okay, and what we find that angle AOC is equal to angle AOD, both are equal to 90 degree, and BOC, angle BOC and angle BOD, it is also equal to 90 degree. Now let us see some of the examples which we see in our daily life of perpendicular lines. For example, you can see have you seen this signboard on this one traffic on the road? Yes, this signboard is there. That means compulsory turn right ahead. And here you can see, if you draw lines, you can see here lines, this one XY and AB are being drawn. And if you find that, you will find that they both intersect at 90 degree. So such lines are perpendicular to each other. Also, trees standing on the ground, if you draw lines, for example, two trees are there, and if you draw from the center, if you draw the lines, for example, AB and XY, what you will find, AB and XY, and one line is being drawn on the ground, line L. Okay, now what you find that AB is perpendicular to line L and XY are perpendicular to line L. Okay, so these are some of the examples which we see in our daily life. So how many line segments we have, types of lines, intersecting lines, parallel lines and perpendicular lines we have seen. Now one more type of line is there, that is coinciding lines. Now what are coinciding lines? That I will explain you with one of the example which is given in the exercise. Now let us discuss exercise 11C. Discuss exercise 11C, question number 1. Think and complete the table. Now in the A1, figure L lines L and M. Which type of lines are there? Yes, it is clear they are parallel lines because they are not meeting anywhere. So they are parallel lines. And how many points of intersection are there? See, we know that in parallel lines there are 0 points of intersection. So you will be writing 0. Okay. Now in B, this one figure, lines L and M. Which type of lines they are? They are intersecting lines. They are intersecting lines. And we know that intersecting lines meet at 1 point. So number of point of intersection, how many it will be? It will be 1. Now lines L and M. So what these lines are? You know, you have you seen these two lines? They exactly lie on top of each other. Such lines are called as coinciding lines. What they are called? They are called as coinciding lines. Now which lines are called as coinciding lines? Lines that lie exactly on top of each other. You may be seeing line L is there and on the top of it only line M is there. So they are called as coinciding lines. And how many points of intersection there will be? There will be infinite. That means it is uncountable. Finite, infinite. Finite means that is which we can count, and infinite means which we cannot count. So coinciding lines में point of intersection, how many it will be? It will be infinite. Now let us discuss question number 2. Draw a plane L and then draw in it a pair of lines intersecting at point P. I am taking the help of virtual ruler to draw it. You have to do this question in your classwork copy. Now how you are going to draw is draw a plane L. First we are going to draw a plane L. Okay. Then what we are going to do is we are going to draw two intersecting lines. We are going to draw two intersecting lines, and we have to show that they meet at a point P. So in this way you would be drawing with the help of a ruler. Okay, question 1 you do in book and question 2 you have to do in copy. Now B is a pair of lines that will never meet at any point. That means you have to draw a plane L, and then what you have to draw is you have to draw a pair of lines that will never meet. That means which lines never meet? Parallel lines. So draw two lines that never meet. You have to draw two parallel lines. Okay. Now C is a pair of coinciding lines. So which lines are called as coinciding lines? Lines which lie on exactly on top of each other. Those lines are called as coinciding lines. Okay. So here these two lines will be called as coinciding lines. Then the fourth one, D1, is two lines L1 and L2 perpendicular to each other. That means we have to draw two perpendicular lines. So first we would be drawing line L1 with the help of ruler. Okay. And then you have to draw a horizontal line using a ruler and name it as L2. Okay. So L1 and L2. Okay. So these two lines will be perpendicular to each other. So in this way you would be drawing, do this question in classwork copy. Okay. Now let us discuss question number 3. Let's discuss question number 3. Okay. Identify the kind of lines, parallel, perpendicular or both, present in the following picture. The first picture is of a ladder, and in ladder we see both parallel and perpendicular lines. So which type of lines we are seeing here? Both type of lines, parallel and perpendicular. Next figure is of two poles and the dotted lines are being shown. So which type of lines they are? Clearly they are only parallel lines are present in this figure. Again, in the third figure you can see both parallel and perpendicular, both the lines are there. So here we can see both type of lines. Okay. Now let us discuss question number 4. Look at the cuboid. All the angles made at vertices of the cuboid are right angles, Write in blank boxes whether the line segments given are parallel, perpendicular or coinciding line segment. Now the first one. AE, see the figure and you have to identify which type of line segments they are. AE and BF. Clearly which type of line segment they are? They are parallel. They are parallel. Okay. Next is AD and BC. So which type of line segments they are? Here also they are what? They are parallel to each other. So they are parallel line segments. Next, FG and GF. See the figure, FG and GF. So the same line it is showing. So such lines will be called as coinciding line segments. They are coinciding line segments. Now line segment DH and CD. See the figure, DH and CD. Clearly which type of line segment they are? They are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, line segment AB and BC. So which type of line segment they are? They are also perpendicular to each other. They are perpendicular to each other. And the last one, BE, BF and FB. BF and FB. So such type of line segments will be, it is the same line, so they will be called as coinciding line segments. Coinciding line segments. Now question number 5. In question number 5 it's been given in letter H we see both perpendicular and parallel line segments as shown. So we have write two more letters where we see both type of line segments. Yes children, think over this question and tell me in during the online class which line alphabets, which letters are having both parallel and perpendicular line segments. So I think now from this video it is clear you are knowing, you know about the different types of lines or not. Okay, so in the next chapter we are going to discuss what is meant by a polygon.